Today we are going to start with lesson number 3 of supplementary reader, that is Journey to the End of the Earth by Tishani Doshi. Now in this lesson we are going to talk about the continent Antarctica, about its past history and what human impact it has received on it, and what are the results of the human impact on it. Now let us read the lesson and find out the history of this continent and the impact on it. The writer Tishani Doshi. She boarded on the Russian research vessel Academic Shokoska to reach the Antarctica. This Antarctica, that is the oldest, driest and the windiest continent in the world. She began her journey from Chennai and passed through 9 time zones, 6 checkpoints, 3 bodies of water and many ecospheres. Her first reaction on setting foot there was relief and deep wonder. She wondered how India and Antarctica, with all its ice, were part of same landmass. Now, let us read about we'll understand about the part of the history. Now, 650 million years ago, before the human evolution, Antarctica was a part of a huge tropical landmass called the Gondwana land, and it flourished 500 million years ago. Now at that time the climate was much warmer and it had a variety of flora and fauna. After the extinction of the dinosaurs and the entry of the age of mammals, the landmass was forced to separate into countries, shaping the globe as we know it today. It is mind-boggling to imagine India pushing northwards and jamming against Asia, and then it crossed Kokals and forms the Himalayas. It is very difficult to understand how South America drifted and joined North America, opening up the Drake Passage to create a cold circumpolar current which keeps Antarctica in the frigid means it is keeping the Antarctica in a frigid state. You know that Antarctica is a continent, it is totally covered up with ice. Now the writer said that Antarctica is not easy for the circulatory and metabolic functions of the human body. There are blue whales and icebergs as big as countries in this continent. The largest recorded one was the size of Belgium. So with the collapsing ice sheets in the continent, one can guess that all is not good for the humans on the earth. If you just imagine that if all these ice sheets which are there, they are just collapsing, you can imagine the condition of the humans on the earth. Now let us see what human impact the continent had, or what was the changes in the continent by the actions which were done by the humans. Whatever activities are done by the human, what impact it had on this continent. Let us find out now. Human civilizations have been around for just 12,000 years, but they have dominated nature and have left a depressing future for us. Human beings are left battling with other species for the limited resources. And the excessive burning of fossil fuels, it has created a blanket of carbon dioxide around the earth, and because of the increase of this carbon dioxide on the earth, we can see that the global temperature also has increased. And in the name of the development, humans, they have been destroying forests and they have made many of the animals go extinct. And even an uninhabited land like Antarctica is facing receding glaciers and collapsing of icebergs. Now the Students on Ice, it's a program, it's an initiative of Canadian adventure educator, that is Geoff Green. Geoff Green, who takes students on expeditions to Antarctica to provide them with inspiring educational opportunities which will help the students to foster a new understanding and respect for our planet. Actually, he got tired of operating for 6 years, and the program creates awareness in the item that they would be the future policy makers, and they can also learn to absorb, learn and to act. Now this program is successful. Why? Because it is impossible to go anywhere near the South Pole and not to be affected by it. It is very easy to be unmoved about polar ice cap melting while sitting in the comfort zone of our homes. But when we see glaciers retreating and ice shelves collapsing, we know that the threat of global warming is real. Now you people are just watching many of the channels, and through that also, and personally also nowadays we are feeling the effect of the global warming. You know, there are, if this situation continues, then it would be really a very difficult condition where the people will face in really a very difficult situation because of this global warming. Right now also you can see in this lesson also that because of the global warming, you can see the icebergs, they are collapsing, and also many of the animals, they also got extinct because they are not able to adapt to this present climate. Now the program is successful because it is impossible to go anywhere near the South Pole without being affected by it. A study of Antarctica shows us how little changes in the environment can have big repercussions on it. That means a study of Antarctica shows us how little changes in the environment, they will cause harm to the mankind. Now the microscopic phytoplankton, as the grasses of the sea, nourishes and sustains the entire southern ocean's food chain. Now these single-celled plants, they use the energy of the sun to assimilate the carbon and synthesize the organic compounds through photosynthesis. Now if there is further depletion in the ozone layer, then what will happen? That it will affect this phytoplankton and the lives of all the marine animals, birds in the region, and also the global carbon cycle. So the small phytoplankton, it needs to be taken care of, and the big things will fall in place. Now the author's experience was full of epiphanies. Now what is epiphanies? Epiphanies is the moment when you suddenly know or you become conscious about something. So her experience was full of epiphanies. Now before their return at 65.55 degrees south, the writer, she found that their ship, as I told you, the ship that was Shukovsky, had managed to wedge into a thick white stretch of ice between the peninsula and the Tadpole Island, and the captain gave them a chance to walk on the ocean. This made her realize that she was walking on 180 meters of ocean water, that is a rich marine life. And when she reached home, she wondered if Antarctica would ever be warm again, and how much difference a million years would make, and how each day added to make that difference. She was happy to have spent with the teenagers who still have ideas to save the world. So you can just imagine in this short, this lesson talks about the present condition of the environment, that due to the global warming, what all changes are taking place and how much harm could it cause to the mankind, not only the mankind but the other species which are surviving in the nature. So the authoress, that is Tushani Doshi, she is when she reaches home after just taking around Antarctica, she was happy that she has spent her time with the teenagers, and those teenagers, those who still have got the ideas to save this world from this global warming. So here we end with this lesson. I hope you have understood this wonderful lesson. So we'll be meeting with the next lesson. Till then, goodbye.